The maximum or minimum value of the swaying couple is A c m 2 r, B a 1 cm 2 r, C 1 cm 2 r, D 2 a 1 cm 2 r. The correct answer is 1 cm 2 r. For an involute gear, the ratio of base circle radius and pitch circle radius is equal to A sin, B cos, C sec, D cosec. The correct answer is cos. A chain consisting of 4 links and 4 joints is called a kinematic chain. A yes, B no, C, D. The correct answer is yes. Which of the following is an open pair? A ball and socket joint, B journal bearing, C lead screw and nut, D cam and follower. The correct answer is cam and follower. The frictional torque transmitted in a flat pivot bearing with assumption of uniform pressure is as compared to uniform wear. A less, B more, C same, D. The correct answer is more. A reed-type tachometer uses the principle of A longitudinal vibration, B torsional vibration, C transverse vibration, D damped free vibration. The correct answer is transverse vibration. When the sleeve of a Porter governor moves upwards, the governor speed A increases, B decreases, C remains unaffected, D first increases and then decreases. The correct answer is increases. The retardation of a flat-faced follower when it has contact at the apex of the nose of a circular arc cam is given by where OQ distance between the center of circular flank and center of nose. A2x OQ, B2x OQ sin, C2x OQ cos, D2x OQ tan. The correct answer is 2x OQ. A thin circular disc is rolling with a uniform linear speed along a straight path on a plane surface. Which of the following statement is correct in this regard? A. All points of the disc have the same velocity. B. The center of the disc has zero acceleration. C. The center of the disc has centrifugal acceleration. D. The point on the disc making contact with the plane surface has zero acceleration. The correct answer is the center of the disc has zero acceleration. Which of the following statement is correct? A. The periodic time of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion is the time taken by a particle for one complete oscillation. B. The periodic time of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion is directly proportional to its angular velocity. C. The velocity of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion is zero at the mean position. D. The acceleration of the particle moving with simple harmonic motion is maximum at the mean position. The correct answer is the periodic time of a particle moving with simple harmonic motion is the time taken by a particle for one complete oscillation. When the speed of the engine fluctuates continuously above and below the mean speed, the governor is said to be A. stable, B. unstable, C. isochronous, D. hunt. The correct answer is hunt. When two pulleys of different diameters are connected by means of an open belt, the angle of contact at the pulley must be taken into consideration. A. smaller, B. larger, C, D. The correct answer is smaller. The maximum frictional force which comes into play when an body just begins to slide over the surface of the other body is known as A. static friction, B. dynamic friction, C. limiting friction, D. coefficient of friction. The correct answer is limiting friction. In a 4-stroke IC engine, the turning moment during the compression stroke is A. positive throughout, B. Negative throughout. C. Positive during major portion of the stroke. D. Negative during major portion of the stroke. The correct answer is negative throughout. A body will begin to move down an inclined plane if the angle of inclination of the plane is the angle of friction. A equal to, B less than, C greater than, D. The correct answer is greater than. The fundamental equation for correct steering is where an angle through which the axis of the outer wheel and inner wheel turns respectively. C. Distance between the pivots of the front axles and the wheelbase. A. Sin. B. Cos sin. C. Cot. D. Tan cot. The correct answer is cot. The height of a Watt's governor is A. Directly proportional to speed. B. Directly proportional to speed to. C. Inversely proportional to speed. D. Inversely proportional to speed to. The correct answer is inversely proportional to speed to. A rotor supported at A and B carries two masses as shown in the below figure. The rotor is A. Dynamically balanced. B. Statically balanced. C. Statically and dynamically balanced. D. Not balanced. The correct answer is statically and dynamically balanced. Which of the following is a higher pair? A. Belt and pulley. B. Turning pair. C. Screw pair. D. Sliding pair. The correct answer is belt and pulley. When the belt is stationary, it is subjected to some tension known as initial tension. The value of this tension is equal to the A. Tension in the tight side of the belt. B. Tension in the slack side of the belt. C. Sum of the tensions on the tight side and slack side of the belt. D. Average tension of the tight side and slack side of the belt. The correct answer is average tension of the tight side and slack side of the belt. In a force-closed pair, the two elements of a pair are not held together mechanically. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is disagree. Maximum fluctuation of energy in a flywheel is equal to where I mass moment of inertia of the flywheel, E. Maximum fluctuation of energy, C. S. Coefficient of fluctuation of speed and mean angular speed. A. I12. B. I2CS. C. 2ECS. D. All of these. The correct answer is all of these. The coriolis component of acceleration acts A. Along the sliding surface. B. Perpendicular to the sliding surface. C. At 45 to the sliding surface. D. Parallel to the sliding surface. The correct answer is perpendicular to the sliding surface. The module is the reciprocal of diametral pitch. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is true. If the controlling force line for a spring-controlled governor when produced intersects the y-axis at the origin, then the governor is said to be A. Stable. B. Unstable. C. Isochronous. D. None of these. The correct answer is isochronous. If the controlling force line for a spring-controlled governor when produced intersects the y-axis above the origin, then the governor is said to be unstable. A. Right. B. Wrong. C. D. The correct answer is right. The product of the diametral pitch and module is equal to 1. A. Correct. B. Incorrect. C. D. The correct answer is correct. The inversion of a mechanism is A. Changing of a higher pair to a lower pair. B. Turning its upside down. C. Obtained by fixing different links in a kinematic chain. D. Obtained by reversing the input and output motion. The correct answer is obtained by fixing different links in a kinematic chain. The coefficient of fluctuation of energy is the ratio of maximum energy to the minimum energy. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. When the nature of contact between the elements of a pair is such that it can only slide relative to the other, the pair is known as A. Screw pair. B. Spherical pair. C. Turning pair. D. Sliding pair. The correct answer is sliding pair. The primary unbalanced force is maximum in one revolution of the crank. A. Twice. B. 4 times. C. 8 times. D. 16 times. The correct answer is twice. The instantaneous centers, which vary with the configuration of mechanism, are called A. Permanent instantaneous centers. B. Fixed instantaneous centers. C. Neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous centers. D. None of the above. The correct answer is neither fixed nor permanent instantaneous centers. The displacement of the reciprocating roller follower when it has contact with the straight flanks of the tangent cam is given by where r1 minimum radius of the cam, r2 radius of the roller follower, and angle turned by the cam from the beginning of the follower displacement. A. r1 r2 1 cos. B. r1 r2 1 cos. C. r1 r2. D. r1 r2. The correct answer is r1 r2. The wear of bearing is proportional to velocity and pressure. A. Yes. B. No. C. D. The correct answer is yes. In a saper mechanism, the coriolis component of acceleration does not exist. A. True. B. False. C. D. The correct answer is false. In a gear having involute teeth, the normal to the involute is a tangent to the A. Pitch circle. B. Base circle. C. Addendum circle. D. Dedendum circle. The correct answer is base circle. A body is said to be under forced vibrations when A. There is a reduction in amplitude after every cycle of vibration. B. No external force acts on a body after giving it an initial displacement. C. A body vibrates under the influence of external force. D. None of the above. The correct answer is there is a reduction in amplitude after every cycle of vibration. The radius of a friction circle for a shaft rotating inside a bearing is where r radius of shaft and tan coefficient of friction between the shaft and bearing. A. R sin. B. R cos. C. R tan. D. The correct answer is R sin. The maximum and minimum value of the tractive force is given by A. C. mx2 r. B. 2x c. m. 2 r. C. 1 c mx2 r. D. 2x c mx2 r. The correct answer is 1 c mx2 r. In a turning moment diagram, the variations of energy above and below the mean resisting torque line is called A. Fluctuation of energy. B. Maximum fluctuation of energy. C. Coefficient of fluctuation of energy. D. None of these. The correct answer is fluctuation of energy. In a spring-controlled governor, when the controlling force as the radius of rotation increases, it is said to be a stable governor. A. Remains constant. B. Decreases. C. Increases. D. The correct answer is increases. The distance between the center of suspension and center of percussion is equal to the equivalent length of a simple pendulum. A. Agree. B. Disagree. C. D. The correct answer is agree. When the body is suspended at the point of suspension, its periodic time and frequency will be as compared to the body suspended at the point of percussion. A. Same. B 2 times, C 4 times, D. The correct answer is same.